sweet friend, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Mariana, and thank you so much for clicking on this video for some Vlogmas chatting celebration. This is Vlogmas 2023, my first Vlogmas, by the way, although I've been doing YouTube for about 3.5 years now, and I am so grateful that you are here. Either it's your first time that you're clicking in, or you've been a recruiting supporter, viewer, MVP on the go. So glad you are here. So let's talk. That's what we're here for, right? This is what Vlogmas is all about, what to expect. I work full time. I have a very hectic schedule, and I'm pretty sure you do too. And what can I do? Well, first thing first, I am not gonna commit to blog every single day just because I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to keep up my word. But I am gonna do my best to talk about family and traditions and how I manage things as a single mom, how I'm able to pay my bills, maybe rebuild, DIYs, cook, and anything you want to talk about. For this week, I already have ideas that I want to chat with you, and I hope you turn on your notification bells on and that you become a subscriber and support all the MVPs around the world. So, what do I want to talk to you about besides all the beautiful decoration, the trees, the gift under the Christmas tree? I want to talk to you about my best friend. Yes, my best friend. All right, so where do I start, and how can I encourage you to just don't hold judgment against someone? I guess is what I want to say. As you can see, I am not young. I've been around for about 4 decades now, and on Christmas is my birthday, and I hope I'm not boring you already, but I was born on Christmas on the 25th. I share that birthday celebration with family and friends, but also someone very special and known around the world. Historically, at least, they say that's where he was born. But let's talk about all things faith for a second. Now, here's the deal, right? I worked for 4 years in a middle school. I love with kids for about a decade now. And I just love it because they're just like blunt. Whenever it's up here, it comes out right over here really quick. Nowadays, I am working as a third grade bilingual teacher. It's my first year. I'll tell you all about it on another Vlogmas. But anyhow, so let me ask you something. Come closer. Have you ever had a friend, right? Or have you ever heard, better yet, have you ever heard of someone that every time you knew that person was gonna be there, you didn't wanna be there? Sorry if you hear our oldest dog having the best nap of her life, snoring in the back. Let me pause for a second and bring her upstairs. Hold on. All right, she's up upstairs with my daughter. Sorry about that. This is Vlogmas, so we're not really supposed to edit this video, and I certainly don't want to edit content because the whole idea of Vlogmas, from my understanding, is that you and I chat and do things together. But anyhow, we were talking about when you know people, right? When you know people and they tell you about people and you're like, no, I am not going to the party because such and such is going to be there. And every time such and such shows up, it's going to be a problem. There's going to be drama at that party. How many have a friend like that? Or you know of someone that is, yeah, it's drama. Every time that person rolls into your space or where you are at, it's drama. Or what about someone that you know that if you are gonna go out, let's say to the movies or to the supermarket, to whatever, you know that if that person is there, that person is gonna be romboutious, that it's gonna cause trouble. It's going to, spark, trigger, do something that is totally out of the norm. How many of you know of someone like that? I'm pretty sure you do. And when you have individuals like that start trouble, that they don't go with the norm, that they're always challenging the ideals, the norms, the expectations of women and men, most likely we shy away from that because we have been confined in a society where we are supposed to keep the law for our own safety and protection and for the communal peace of wherever area you are in. Correct? That is correct, right? Because if we can follow the transit law, then we're avoiding accidents. If we can go to a religious meeting, if you could go to like a mass or a Jewish temple or in a synagogue or whatever you worship, or even a yoga session, and you start like just talking throughout a yoga session, right? They're gonna look at you like, excuse me, get out, right? But that's the problem. Now, let me ask you something. Do you personally have taken the time to know that person, that savage person, that romboutious person, that person that's challenging, triggering what we were taught to do? Have you personally taken the time, or are you too afraid to come too close because you have been instructed and taught to protect your peace, your environment, your surrounding, to keep the peace? Well, let me tell you something. I am very analytical. I am very critical about everything. And it took me a long, long time. Although I know this person since I am like 4 years old, I am aware that there is a superpower, that there's a big energy, that it's beyond my understanding and comprehension. But all my life, I have seen people talk about this person so bad that I'm like, I gotta protect my peace. Like, I already have enough drama in my life for me to come close to this person and then end up changing the way I dress, changing the way I talk, having now to include Sunday routines. My Sunday is not enough. I like to sleep late. Now you're telling me like I gotta go worship. And I shied away. I shied away because the noises of the people talking negative were larger, were more loud than the connection that I was trying, longing, yearning to make with this person. So I'm going to ask you something. When was the last time that you truly came close to God? When was it? Have you been walking with God since you are young and forgot about it? Or are you too religious that you know what to do in church here and there, and therefore you no longer have the same belief, faith, strength, purity like the kids to just sit down and go about your business with Jesus? See, here's the thing. I'm not here to convince you that now you need to open up your heart and ask Jesus to be your friend. I'm not, because it was really hard for me to believe that Jesus was born for me, that he will sacrifice his life for me. So it was hard for me to believe that. And I am sure for someone out there, it's also hard to believe that this inner force that you feel in your heart, it's about this man that it's being talked about. And perhaps it's because your perception, your vision has been affected by what you have heard. Now, why did I make all those examples about the romboutious people and the ones that they break the law, etc., etc.? Well, in my eyes, Jesus, he was savage. He was romboutious. He was drama. He walked into a temple and guess what? He went in there to break the law. Not the law, but to break the norm. I correct myself, to break the norm. He walked in there to be like, this is not how this is going to be happening. It is not. And the rabbis did not like that. Against the norms. against what was expected from a 14-year-old Jew boy. He was romboutious. He will show up at a place and be like, I'm gonna make wine, and so what? And yeah, it's going to be the best wine. And people out there still wondering or judging, do I drink or do I don't drink? Well, guess what? Do whatever it's in your heart that you know is good for you. He was savage. He told a man that couldn't walk, that was always at this water fountain, right? This lagoon, this place. He sat there for years. He saw him and was like, get up. What? Yeah, get up. So, he was like so savage. He did miracles on the day he wasn't supposed to. And man, I can go on and on and on and on with all his examples. And what happens is that until this day, there's people that are like, I don't want to deal with that kind of person. Well, what's that kind of person that thanks to him, now we can live in a place where we could accept one another. You and I can be different and accept one another and respect one another and believe that the hope of Christmas, it's still a vibrant, palpable, you could feel it in your heart, you could spread it on the earth, and it is up to you to come close to him. So, what now, Mariana? Well, listen, this is all I am saying. In my house, we are followers of Jesus Christ. We believe that he was born and that he is here to give us eternal life if we ask him to be our best friend. And how do I do that, Mariana? It's very simple. Right where you are, right now, all you have to say, because you know Jesus. Either you are atheist, whatever religion you are in, you heard of this romboutious, savage, breaking the law, breaking the norms person. So you know him, you know me, you know me through this channel, but you don't know me. You don't live with me. You're not here all the time with me. You don't have an intimate relationship with me. My kids know me because they're in close proximity, but you don't know me. So all I am saying is you heard of Jesus. Give him a try. And how you do that? You just intentionally ask him to be your friend. Ask him that you want to get to know him better. And the way you do that is open up your heart, which means like understand from here to here that is what you want for 2024. You want to walk closer with Jesus. You want to get to know him. You want to see if what people said about him is true or not. And here's what I'm going to tell you. I beg you, please do not let the experience of another person with Jesus judge the experience you are going to have with him alone. It's the same God. It's the same Jesus for everybody. But only he, your relationship with him and Jesus is going to be different than my relationship with Jesus and I. And I hope you understand that. Just like if we have a romboutious friend, that friend might be my best friend. And, I'm still going to be Mariana, and that person could be romboutious, but that, I came close to that person. I know that person now. So just all I am saying is that this is the season that is celebrated around the world because of Jesus. And in my home, as of me and my home, we will serve the Lord. Friend, I hope that I didn't bore you. I hope that I encourage you. I hope that I was able to break every paradigm that you have. And if you were raised in a religious home, I hope that you step out of that, put it to the side, and go meet this Jesus walk with him, and then you can explain to somebody else your own personal relationship, whatever you have experienced with him. Thank you so much for being here. Come back tomorrow. This is All Things Faith. And from now on, we're going to talk about all things, everything. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Turn the notification bells back on so you and I can spend Christmas together. Before I go, I want to let you know my cousin is coming Friday from my country, and I have a lot of things going on. We're going to be going to the city, New York. We live in New Jersey. I want to take you along with me to some of those trips, so it's going to get fun. And I am excited, and I am very excited. So, friend, if you open up your heart today and you're receiving Jesus in your heart for the very first time, drop me a comment down below. Just write yes. Yes to the friendship. That's all you gotta write. Yes to the friendship. And I'll make sure that I'll coming back and on this MVP on the Go community will support you. And if you haven't, I still love you. I still love you. Because guess what? You and I know him. We may not have the same relationship, but we both know him. So friend, from the bottom of my heart, I see you tomorrow. Bye.